can fly.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another game analysis video where I go over every single one of my offensive and defensive actions in the game. In this game, my team, FC Tulsa, is taking on Sporting Kansas City 2 in Kansas City. So right off the bat, guys, I just want to tell you that this is probably one of my worst games so far this season. It just felt like my touches were off. I couldn't build. And as well as a team, it just felt like we were getting kind of pummeled, and it just felt like we weren't building out very well, and it just felt like we're defending wave after wave of attack. I'm number 13, Matt Sheldon. This lineup is wrong, but I'm playing left back this game, and I think this is my first game at left back this season. It's always funny whenever you have a bad game. There's always just so many professional coaches in the comment section telling you exactly what you need to do, what to work on. I've already watched this game 3 or 4 times. I've already talked to my coaches. I've already done film. I've already analyzed it. I've already put in the extra work to improve in the areas that I want to improve on, and I feel like I've already turned things around. So anyway, Sporting Kansas City starts off with a kickoff, and here's my very first touch in the game, a little scramble. Rafa heads me back the ball. I got lots of time now, starting to get some pressure, but immediately I'm looking forward just to see my options going forward. You can see Suarez is already telling me switch the point of attack, keep the ball, let's build. So I'm going to take my touch, keep the ball a little bit, and now I want to play it over to the opposite side. You can see there's a little gap between their striker and their number 10. So I'm going to drive in, take one touch inside to open up that passing lane, and then play it over to my right center back, Mo Jadama. Here's my next touch in the game. Kevin, our center back's going to drive forward and play me out the ball. Immediately, I'm just recognizing that my winger is kind of rounding his running, cutting off the line, which means I need to take my touch back inside into the space. I'm taking my touch in. Now here, I should just trust Rodrigo. I should ping the ball hard on the ground, firm into his feet, and yell man on. I take one extra touch. I just was looking for a little bit harder of a check from DaCosta, but I need to trust him and just play that ball. Anyway, ball pops out wide to my winger. I was going to go for a slide tackle here, but he did get a little bit of positioning in and kind of cuts in between me and the ball, and I don't want to give up a foul. So I'm just standing him up, making him play backwards, and trying to be smart with that. Ball pops back to me from Suarez. Again, in pressure from both the left and the right side. Rafa here checks in. I'm just going to play, Coutinho checks in and just play into Coutinho so that we can try to maintain a little bit extra or relieve that pressure a little bit so we can build out of it. And we do a good job to maintain possession here. And then a little scramble right inside the 6-yard box. I'm just checking my shoulder right now to make sure I can let this ball run across me and then try to hit it up the field. I'm looking forward and then try to find Jerome Kiesewetter. It's a little bit not the best ball, and he ends up fouling there. Got to hit that ball, loft it up a little bit higher, give him time to get underneath the ball or to get into position. Or I overhit that and I make the defense turn around. We win possession here just around the half. DaCosta drives in, plays right into Coutinho. Great first touch, and then sets himself up for a nice finish. Very cool, calm, and collected finish on goal. So great stuff from Coutinho to put us up 1-0 in the 14th minute. Here's the replay. Little missed touch from Sporting Kansas City, good pressure from Jerome Kiesewetter, good counter from Rodrigo, just taking his time, allowing his teammates to get forward, and then right into Coutinho, cool, calm, collected, receives that ball, opens up his body, and then hits it near post. Just great touch, great finish, fantastic. And then there's the celebration, all happy for now. So here we go again. Now here's my next play on the ball. Ball's just kind of coming right into me. I don't know if I can do a 100% turn here, but I'm just going to kind of trust that there's nobody right on my left shoulder, turn, play the ball right into Rafa Ayagua, and then we'd have a fantastic build-up right here to now have another counter. It's just that whole build-up was great. We only did it a couple times, but when we did, we had some fantastic attacks and looked very dangerous. The problem was that we just lost possession a lot, and we were defending majority of this game. Here I'm checking my shoulder to see if I can run out at this player or if I need to tuck in behind. So I'm just watching this winger, seeing his movements, checking my shoulder, not sprinting out, because if I sprint out, I'm exposing my center back and I'm just going to play a loop ball right into the channel, and I'm going to be way out of position. So once again, just holding my pressure, watching my winger as he goes out wide. Kevin's talking to me the whole time, my center back, and then as he goes wide, now I can pressure him, and then our center mid comes over with the help defense. And we end up going out for a throw-in, but it's a very good team communication and defense to organize that. Just getting out there, winning the tackle, and now once again trying to play out, but we just lost possession a ton here. Now here, I should, as this ball comes in, I should, checking where my guy is and the support I have in the middle, I should just flick this header on and up the field. I try to hold him off. I try to bring the ball down and play and then turn, but it's just doing too much in my own defensive third, which leads to turnovers and leads to just mistakes. And the more we turn over the ball, the more we defend, the harder it is to kind of like get your foot in the game and to really play. Pressuring the winger now, cutting off the line because I know this guy's making a run down the line, so I'm opening up my body and cutting that line and forcing him into the pressure and forcing him back. So that's good movement, I think, good pressure, good positioning to not lead to a easy ball down in the channel. Once again, checking my shoulder, just seeing where my winger is. He's playing inverted, he's tucking in a ton, forcing me to come out and mark that fullback. And they did a great job. Their wingers had really, really great movement, and it was very hard to play. Ball comes back to me, just taking a couple touches in to set up my right foot so I can try to clear the ball, overhit that. I think that, again, it was the right decision to clear it there. It's just tough. Now, if you look at our back line, you can see the two fullbacks are deeper, center backs are a little bit higher. That back line's a little bit out of whack there. And I go out in pressure when I shouldn't. It's 3v2 here. I should stay tucked in. I get lucky and block this, but I need to have more awareness to not just run out blindly, exposing the center of the field. The most important part of the field is in the center, in front of the goal. I need to care about that more first. Anyway, I have the ball in the attacking third now, finally, just trying to keep a little bit of possession, swing the ball. The best attacks are when you go from one side to the other side, get the defense moving. They're just flying numbers forward, though, which is making it difficult. We did struggle to build out here. Again, tight over here. This guy is blocking off the line. Once again, the best decision, pull it back into the center back. I know you guys always want to see attacking and going forward, but in the professional game, so much of it is about decision-making and doing the best what's right with the team at the moment. Once again, rounding my run to cut off the line to not have an easy entry ball into number 19 here. So I'm rounding my run, forcing the play inside into my center mid and right mid, and then getting back in position. Barber has a great 1v1 move, gets around me, but luckily Dos Santos is there to head the ball wide. I think I did a good job standing him up, forcing him wide. I almost get there, but it's just a good move. It's a very solid move, and it gets me on my back heels a little bit. Anyway, they're starting to drive forward with the center back. I'm seeing number 21 start to make a run in behind. I can't just fly out and expose that space, so I stop, turn around, get back into that space, and then just, even though it's sloppy, do a good job to sniff that out. And now we do a good job to maintain possession here. Ball comes back out to me, lots of time. I'm looking to Rafa, but once again, looking for that second ball. I think that's a good ball into DaCosta, just so we can switch it now. Suarez plays me out the ball down into the space. I have some time. I'm looking for it. I just pick my head up and see Jerome. Usually he's always making that near post run hard. I just saw him in kind of like in training. That's where I always just hit the ball. It should be hitting that harder, but I think that's fine. Rafael hits me out the ball now, out on the wing, looking forward. I'm cutting in on my right foot, looking to try to switch the ball, but Barber does a hard step here. So I put my body in between him and the ball, chop that ball away from him with the outside of my right foot, turn, and then attack back down the sideline. And as I go down the sideline, hesitate a little bit just to create a little space, and then try to whip the ball in with the left foot, and it's out for a corner kick, which was a good play. Once again, just staying in my line back here. Ball's going to come back to me, playing into Suarez. This is a great job to build out. I'm taking my touch, opening up, looking into the field. You can see Rafa calling for it, arms open. He's in a great spot, pocket of space. Just play into him, and then we do a great job to build out once again to relieve that pressure. Great ball into DaCosta, and we build. Great ball in from Coutinho. Ball comes out to me. There's a ton of blue shirts in the center. Bradley's yelling for it. He's open. He has a better angle to whip the ball in. So I'm just going to play the ball to him, and he's going to whip it in, or cross it and not really whip it in. Just float it in first time. I'm going to pressure now, just making my body big, but not exposing, not jumping up, just making my body big, trying to block the cross if he does, but also be ready in case he does this and attacks. So I'm still on my feet, and I can do a good job to get back and recover. Out for a corner kick, but I think that's a good pressure to block the cross if he did cross, as well as just not exposing myself there. Ball's going to come into me, taking the touchdown. Immediately, here I should just kind of, if with a guy right on my back, there's not much support back, I think that I need to just clear that out. I'm looking back, but I'm seeing 2 blue shirts getting ready to pounce if I play that back to Sean, our goalkeeper. So I turn back out, dribbling too much, trying to keep the ball because we've had so little possession, and I need to be smart about that. When they're high, I got back pressure like that, use my left foot and just clip that ball into the channel, I think. Doing too much there, trying to dribble out, and just not making the best decision in terms of what's best for the team right there. Long ball, Bradley goes up for the header, misses it there. Ball gets collected by the winger, does a great cutback cross, and then an easy finish right there in the 48th minute, literally right as the halftime whistle is about to blow, which is incredibly frustrating because, you're up 1-0, especially on the road. You want to manage this. It's tough, but, it happens. It's a few mistakes. Missing the header, ball comes in behind, and then not tracking the runner 100%. Could I be tucked in a little bit tighter, just a yard maybe to block that? Hindsight's always 20/20, but again, these are things that we all learn from. But a few mistakes from multiple people that all led to the goal there. And then literally right as we kick off the ball, the ref blows the whistle for halftime, and that was the first half. So incredibly frustrating to give up that goal right before we head into the break, but it happens. Being 1-1 at halftime is not a terrible spot to be in, especially on the road. So not the worst, but things do get a little bit worse in the second half. And as you can see right here, the possession, 64% to 36%. It's terrible. It's so hard to try to play when you have 36% possession. And once you do get the ball, that's what led me a lot of times to try to dribble and try to maintain the possession of the ball versus just kicking it, even though it would have been smarter in some instances to just try to not try to play out of all that pressure. So it is tough. And, the one time that we got a counterattack, we did score, but we definitely want to maintain possession in the second half. And then immediately from the kickoff, losing possession, Sporting Kansas City's on the front foot. Bradley does a good job to track back, but yeah, that was kind of how the whole game was going a little bit. Now here I make a few mistakes. As the ball is clipped in, I'm behind. You can see here's my defensive line. I'm tracking that runner. I should just let him go offside. I can't remember if I thought he was offside or not. And then on the header, I need to do a better job of clearing that header either out or putting air under it, really popping the ball up, so allowing time for my team to get back. I kind of run, keeping that guy onside, and then I head the ball down right to the Sporting Kansas City guy. So a few mistakes from me there. And then a great shot, knuckled it, and then collecting the second ball, and then slots it home. So that was the start of the second half. Pretty frustrating there. I can't even tell you how many times I've watched that play and how many times I've dissected it, even with my coaches and gone over it. So yeah, definitely a learning experience there. Anyway, in the 54th minute now, off the corner kick, just near post, and I think that's Rad. The center back, I think, does a great header, just wins position there, easy little header near post. So very quickly in the second half, we go from being, okay, we're not in a bad spot, 1-1, should be 1-0, but we're not in a bad spot, even though we don't have much possession. And then now 10 minutes into the second half, we're down 3-1. So great ball in though, and good finish. Just nothing, it's just unfortunate. Anyway, here we go again, 56th minute now. Here's my first touch of the second half besides the header. Ball comes out to me. I'm just looking forward. Rafa's in a great spot. Good pocket of space here. I'm just going to play into him and yell time because he's got plenty of time here. Playing into him, and now he can face forward. I also have to say, after this play from here on out, I got switched out to I'm playing like a right winger kind of. So here I am on the right side now collecting the ball. As you can see, this guy's kind of overplaying that line. So I'm going to take my touch and start dribbling inside into the space. I have 3 white shirts right here where I'm looking into, playing to DaCosta, little cheeky Meg there, and great build out to Kembo, on the opposite side now. This second half, pretty much from the 60th minute on, we do a much better job keeping the ball in the attacking half. The possession gets a little bit better, but it's still not where we want it to be. Ball comes wide out to me, take my touch in, drive. I'm looking forward. Here, I kind of just like, I'm going to get a shot off. I have some space. This defender's really blocking the inside now. I'm on my right foot, but the only thing is when I shoot that, I need to hit that far post. I need to hit that far post. If I'm going to go near post like I tried, I need to get that on frame, and I didn't. And my teammates were pretty upset about that. So I need to take that touch. I think it's a fine decision to shoot. I'm inside the 18 here, but if I am going to go near post, I just have to get that on frame, or else I'm going to get yelled at, and it's, and not even giving a chance for my teammates to score there. Just winning the header off the corner kick. Nothing too crazy about that play, but then immediately, just a couple touches, then all of a sudden we're in a dangerous situation again. Now, next play, here's my next touch. Can't really see it, but I have the ball right here. I'm looking forward. There's nothing much. I'm not saying a lot, so I'm just going to cut the ball back. We'll keep possession for a little bit, play it back into my right back, and then we'll play through the center mid out to the other side. Kevin Garcia, now playing left center back, has the ball, plays out wide into Kembo. And this is a great little attack here, bringing it back into Eric Bird, who's going to clip the ball out to DaCosta. I'm inside now, kind of as an inverted winger, then popping out. It's just a great little spell of possession, just quickly playing, moving the ball around, getting the defense moving, keeping possession with a purpose and in their attacking half. This is like, if we could have played like this the entire game, it would have been a completely different story. Now Eric Bird pops the ball out to DaCosta, kind of just clips the header in, and then Jerome, great job to get around the keeper, tries to finish just off the thigh. I was trying to get the cleanup there. I thought I was going to score, and then just missed it. And as you can see, I'm coming in. This is a great job for Jerome to get in behind, just pop the ball over the goalkeeper, open goal, bounce is kind of just going away from him. And if the defender didn't have the thigh there, I'd been literally a yard away from goal, and hopefully I wouldn't have missed that one. Next play, Bradley Bourgeois, the right back or right center back, has the ball, plays me in. I'm looking into Eric, trying to play into Eric. I think it's a fine decision to play into Eric one touch. I just need to hit it harder and firmer so it actually gets to him. Or I need to take a touch, take that touch inside because that defender was on the line, and then play into Eric on the second touch. And then here, Garcia tries to clear it out, lands right to the Sporting Kansas City guy, who takes the touch in stride, inside, and then bangs home. Just a ripper. There's not much you can do on the actual shot. The things you can do, I think, are all on the lead up to the goal. Like, why didn't we have possession there? Where should we head the ball? I mean, this is tough. It is tough. I mean, looking back at this goal, it lands right to the guy who takes the ball right inside. Maybe we could step a fraction of the second earlier, but I mean, he is 25 yards out and just bangs home a goal to the far post. That's tough. Now Bourgeois has the ball. He's going to clip the ball into me. I'm just going to head the ball right into Stanley, and then unfortunately we get dispossessed there. Okay, here is defending up the field. The left back has the ball. He's left-footed. He opens up his body, puts the ball on his left foot. So I'm cutting off that left side, forcing him inside onto his right foot. He does a good job to maintain possession of the ball there. We should have won it there. Unlucky to not win it there. But then here we're up. The whole team needs to be a little bit higher. It's just too easy of a switch there. And now they're out and attacking. And now we have to do the work to run all the way back. Lewis now with the goal kick just out to me. I'm just going to flick the ball on, lands right to DaCosta, and then once again just lose the ball. It just felt like everybody was losing the ball a ton. It wasn't, I'm not just saying it was DaCosta. Everybody just was losing the ball. Ball comes into me. It's about a 50-50 challenge here. I don't want to get cleaned out. I'm going to do a one-time touch right into Bird and then hop up a little bit because I thought he was going to come in a little bit harder than that. And then again, just not on the same page. Eric thinks that he's going to go in behind when he's checking. When he checks, he thought he's going to go in behind. Anyway, receive the ball here, just play it back into my center back and try to clear the ball out. But again, dispossessed in our own half there. Now I receive the ball out wide in a good situation to attack. I'm looking forward for the early ball. I see Jerome and Stanley both kind of making looping back post runs. I don't think it's the right time to hit an early cross. I do a little hesitation. I need to sell that more. I just try to drive forward. It's not the best there. And then a defender does a good job just to block that cross there and even maintain possession. Now here I'm opening up. Now I see three players kind of running into the box. I think this is a better time to try to hit in an early cross. I think it is the right time to hit an early cross here. I just overhit it and just goes to the back post. Eric now maintains possession of the ball out to me. This is a tough situation. I don't think there's much I can do playing option wise. I think I just have to clear this out. But as I try to clear it out, they do a good job to block it. I mean, it was so hard to play this game. They did a very good job. I thought they played very, very well this game. All of Sporting Kansas City. It was very difficult to play. And then here, 94th minute, the referee blows the whistle for the full time. So 4-1. Not a good game, especially coming off Atlanta United where we lost 5-0. It felt 10 times worse to lose like this again. So yeah, I mean, not the best team performance, not the best performance from me. It was just a very frustrating game. But fortunately, we definitely turned it around for the next games coming up. I mean, I'm about 4 or 5 games ahead at this point now. I'm kind of falling behind with the game analysis videos, but we definitely did turn things around. But we spent a ton of time dissecting film, trying to learn, working as a team, doing extra work. And you can see the second half, things got a little bit better. We upped the possession, but still only to 44%. And then look at their shots, 21 shots to R9. They had 7 shots on target, which isn't terrible. To R4, but the game definitely felt like Sporting Kansas City had complete control of it the entire time. So anyway, if you guys like this video, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully, actually, the next game analysis video will be much better. I promise. All right, guys, peace.